river. 3 days later, at 2:15 in the morning, Gabriella's contractions came. Her little sister Lucia had been assigned to look after her while Marcos was working fire crew. Lucia had just turned 7 and was so serious and responsible, Gabriella wondered where she had come from. She ran to tell their mother. Alicia and Gabriella's mother-in-law Guadalupe packed her into a borrowed donkey cart for the short trip to the river. Boquillas had no doctor, no hospital, and no medicines. That was reason enough to have her baby in America, but Guadalupe had delivered more babies than a lot of doctors and bragged that she never lost one. Guadalupe had refused to deliver her first grandchild. She scolded Gabriella for asking and told her the best gift a mother could give her child was to be born in the United States, over the river. The baby would then be a citizen of both the U.S. and Mexico, and would have work and an education if he wanted it. The river was up half a foot from rains in the mountains. It wasn't more than thigh deep, but too deep for the donkey and cart. "You're going to have an early baptism for that baby," Guadalupe joked as she and Alicia helped Gabby to climb out. "God, I hate this mud," Gabriella said as her shoes sunk into the cool slime that came free with a sucking sound and a slurp that nearly pulled her sneaker off her foot. "Don't blaspheme," her mother said automatically. "We've got you. We'll go slow." "Pick up my skirt," Gabby begged. "I don't want to go knocking on doors looking like my water just broke. Lift it out of the water." "It's too deep," her mother said flatly. "Your underpants will show." "I'm not wearing any underpants," Gabby said, and felt a small stab of satisfaction as Alicia began muttering her rosary under her breath. Her mother holding her right arm and her mother-in-law her left, the three of them waded into the river. The night was kind, 70 degrees, with a whisper of a breeze coming down from the Chisos smelling of pine and heat and dust laid by the rain. The water was cool and felt good on Gabby's legs and groin. The baby in her belly seemed to float on the water, taking the weight off the small of her back for a change. "Women should give birth in the river," Gabby said. "Women should be pregnant in the river. You can pee any time you want." "Don't you dare pee," Alicia said. "I'm downstream." A braying came out of the darkness on the American side of the Rio Grande. A man with a machine amplifying his voice was shouting at them in Spanish. "Se ha corrido la frontera. The border is closed. Go back. This border is closed by order of the United States government." "No, it isn't," Guadalupe yelled back. "Not between the park and Boquillas." There was no answering bray, and Gabby's mother-in-law urged her forward. "Some fool ranger not old enough to go to the bathroom by himself gets those talking horns and thinks he's John Wayne at the Alamo." Guadalupe grumbled. They'd reached midstream when the voice came again, and with it, painfully bright lights. "The border is closed," the man announced again. "Go back." "My daughter is having a baby. She's having a baby right now," Alicia shouted. The disembodied voice came back over the water. "Crossings are permitted only at authorized border stations. Go back. You cannot enter the United States except at authorized border stations." The women stopped, dark water curling around their hips, skirts dragging at their legs. "This man is crazy," Guadalupe said, and shaded her eyes against the lights, trying to see what sort of man waited on the river banks to accost pregnant women and their mothers. "Maybe we should go back," Gabby said. The water, so cool and life-affirming at first, was beginning to chill her. Guadalupe surged forward, Gabby's arm held tightly in her fist. Gabriella tried to turn back, and her belly pushed into Alicia. Alicia lost her footing and fell, dragging Gabby down with her. Gabriella's arm tore free of her mother-in-law's grip, and her sneakered feet slipped from the rocky bottom. Her belly was taken up by the current, rolling her onto her back, helpless as a beetle tortured by wicked boys. She wasn't scared. She grew up on the river. Like most of the village children, she had been in and out of it all of her life. Till the mouth of Boquillas Canyon, the water was smooth. From the dark, she could hear shouting. Her mother and Guadalupe. A man's voice with